This is my brand new DIY boat creeper. Hi everyone, this is Rainey with my dream boat project, and here's my latest DIY project. I call it a boat creeper. It's kind of like the automobile creepers you have to stay low to the ground and climb underneath a car to work. Well, this is to do the same with my new boat build. The boat's going to be built on a frame probably about 18 inches off the ground, and it's going to be built upside down to start with, so I'm going to have to get underneath there, and I don't want to lie down on the ground. As you can see, my ground is cement and it's all chewed up and stuff, so I got a creeper to be able to get underneath there with some 4-inch wheels. Let me tell you a little bit about it. The dimensions are 43.5 inches long from there to there. So 43.5 inches. It is 19 inches wide from here to here where the body goes. And on the ends over here where the wheels are, those stick out a little bit so the wheels can spin around. Those are 29.5 inches long. And the whole thing sits 5 inches high right off the ground. So it's pretty low. Any lower than that, the wheels probably wouldn't be able to turn. There's only about maybe, I'd say it's probably about 1.5 inches off of the ground, between 1 inch to 1.5 inches off the ground. And let me show you how it rolls. Look at this. I'm just going to use my foot, and you can see it rolls really nice. It spins around. I'm very pleased with it. What I did was for right now, I just put a couple of those little square tossing life preservers and a towel for the head. But what I'm going to do is go down to a local hardware store, and I'm going to get a nice big thick piece of foam to fill in the body going from end to end, and I'm probably going to get a double piece for the head and put those in there. And you can do a lot of additional things to it if you want. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to accessorize it, but I'm thinking of taking one of these magnets that you have up on the wall, kind of like, see where all my tools are over there, and I'm thinking of taking one of these and probably either putting it on the side on this or on the head, so I can have tools when I'm underneath there and I don't lose them, because I don't want to be reaching for them. And I think I'm also going to take some LED lights. I'll probably get some at Walmart tomorrow, and paste the LED lights right over here by the head, maybe on each side, so when I'm under the boat, I can just turn them on and everything will be nice and bright, so I can do some fiberglass fillets when I'm underneath there to be able to build the boat. So what I'm going to do is take this and put it on top of my sawhorses and show you how I made it. Okay, so now I have it up on the lift, as you would say, and as you can see, there's the wheels. Now these wheels originally came from one of those $10 Harbor Freight, I guess you could say piano movers. It's like a square frame with 4 wheels, and I used the wheels. So a lot of this, the whole thing probably cost me about $20, because I had that dolly hanging around the shop for about 3 or 4 months now and never really used it. So I tore it apart, and you can see, matter of fact, I kept this cross frame that came from the dolly right here, that piece and the piece in the front. So what I did is I mounted them on the bottom of that piece of wood, and I just put this top piece on because I wanted to get the right thickness so I can use the same bolts that the wheels came with and on the dolly. And I didn't want to cut them down, so I would just put an extra piece of wood on the top, and it kind of makes it look a little fancier just to have the thickness. So by the way, this whole dolly has a weight limit of about 1,000 pounds, because each one of those wheels is a 250-pound limit wheel or weighted wheel. And I know the dollies, the creepers that I saw at the Harbor Freight, the largest one they had was 300 pounds, and that was borderline with me, okay, or for me. So this one will hold 1,000 pounds, so I would say I have room to grow, but now I'm going the other way. So let me go ahead and take all the upholstery off. This is just a towel that I had as a pillow for the time being. And as you can see, these things here, which I can use it right now, they're just those throw devices. So I'm going to take them and put them here on that. Whoops. You can see I just threw it and it landed on the ground. So we're going to get that out of the way. There we go. So that's what it looks like. This is about the only thing I had to buy for the project, was this piece of wood, thick, I think it's like a particle board, underneath, and that was about $20. That's the cost for the whole thing, because everything else I had lying around. So what I did was I cut out some 2x4s. Well, first of all, I cut my plywood board the size that I needed, and that was about 43, I think 43.5 inches by 19 inches wide. How did I do that? I just lied down on it and saw what was comfortable for my head, and so I could move it around with my legs, and that seemed to be about right. So then all I had was 2x4s hanging around, so I made a frame with 2x4s. There's one piece there coming around. You can see underneath here there's another piece. So 2 lengthwise and 1 in the middle. And what I did was I glued those to the particle board, and then I put some screws on the bottom. You can see right over there, all along it, all the way around to screw in the frame. I did it from the bottom up, and make sure they don't come out to the top so you don't get hurt. So these screws probably come to about right around here. Okay, so they're probably about, what is that, I don't know, 2 inches, 1.5 inches. And so they're not going all the way through, because otherwise you're going to get hurt on the top. Put that back down. So now I have the bottom, I have the frame. I took these wheels here, screwed them onto the bottom of this part that was already part of the initial dolly, and then I glued this part to the frame and screwed that down. And now that has some long screws. In fact, I think I have a couple right here, just to show you how deep I did that. I used these nice little guys here, and you can see how far down I went. It went all the way down to about there, holding from the top. So they're pretty deep. They went through all the 2x4 and the top brace there, and all the way down into the chipboard there a bit. Now you have to have the wheels facing down so that way they'll roll. Now see the difference, the height of the board, the bottom of the floor, and how much of the wheel is going down. Now I would have, of course, if you put all of this on the top, it would be a lot stronger. However, the whole idea is it's a creeper. You want to get as low to the ground as possible. So I made this down, and by putting the wheels up here, you see what I mean? I'm probably getting it 3 inches lower to the ground than I would have if I put it on the top. And that's the whole idea, because the taller my creeper is, the higher I'm going to have to build the frame for my boat to get underneath it. And I don't want to have to use a big ladder to climb on the top of my boat to be able to sand it. So keeping it low is a good idea. So anyways, I screwed on the board going across with the wheels, and I just had to make sure there was enough room when I put that on to be able to swing the wheels. That's why it sticks out so much. See, so it can swing without hitting over here. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, I'm going to get some foam or something nice and soft to put in the middle. Who knows, I may even use some of my spray paint and paint the whole thing. So there's my creeper, my boat creeper. I hope you like it. If you have any comments, please let me know. Ideas, things you think we could add to it. Like I said, I want to do the magnet and the lights. I suppose I could put a bicycle horn on there just in case I go too fast to get people out of the way. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. But accessorize it to what, would work for you. If you have any ideas, let me know. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you visiting. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like this, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.